Welcome to the channel. I'm Nathan and this is Hallway Ski Reviews. Today we're talking about the Atomic Bent Chetler 120. I skied this in a 184. It is a 19 meter turn radius, about 1,800 grams per ski. Has Horizon Tech 3D, which is their new, Horizon Tech, which kind of comes around the tip rather than just being on either side of the ski tips. This is their lightweight wood core. It is poplar and fiberglass with ash stringers underneath the binding for retention and extra strength underfoot. And you can definitely feel the extra strength underfoot. It's pretty strong under the binding area. Pretty flexible up in the tips. This is a fairly center mounted ski. It's 2.6 centimeters back from center of the ski. So you feel pretty center mounted on this ski. This is a purely powder ski. They do actually have some versatility kind of built into the ski. There's a fair bit of camber underfoot, and it's a pretty snappy camber, like it's pretty strong. Rocker shape starts about there. If you decamber it, comes way down to there. It's, kind of what you'd expect from a powder ski with a twin tip shape. Right there, decambered, comes all the way down to there, so not a ton, but it's not the same splay, both tip and tail. There's a little more splay in the tip, so there is some directional there a little bit, but for all intents and purposes, this thing is a twin tip powder ski. And for people who ski with a more centered upright stance and like a more centered mount point, this is for them. So my personal powder skis that I own a QST blank, which is heavier, damper, shorter turn radius than this. And then my touring ski is a Faction La Machine. I guess it's like the Mega or the 5 or whatever. It's the 12600 foot. It is a total super wide. This guy has more versatility than the Faction La Machine for sure. More nimble, it moves around better than the QST blank. The QST blank, you tend to want to push into your turns a little bit more and use the shorter turn radius to turn that ski. This guy, the lightweight feel of the ski allows you to kind of move it around and get it around really easily. It is a, like you could, I suppose, have a one ski quiver of this. I've talked to people on the lift that it is their one and only ski. I personally wouldn't do that. That seems crazy to me to have a 120 underfoot ski unless you only ski in the resort on, a powder ski, and that's it. So, this is, all intents and purposes, should not be your one ski. It does not carve that great. It does carve, like my Faction La Machine, there's no carving on piece. There's no, just getting back to the lift is like a little sketchy. Nothing this wide is going to carve that great. It just isn't. Off-piste, as far as moguls and bumps and kind of like sketchy shoots and things like that, this is actually a great tool. It gets, as long as you have soft snow, this thing bites in, grabs. It's, floaty and surfy is probably the words that I would use to kind of describe the feel of this ski. It doesn't want to dig in. It doesn't want to like trench into the snow or anything. It wants to sit on top and it wants to float. But it does have a very nice floaty, kind of surfy, slarvy personality in soft snow, and it's fantastic for that. It is nimble and lively, and you can move it. I tried skiing, actually skied some tight, firmer moguls, and it definitely felt a little weird having this much ski underfoot, this much width, but it did fine. You know, it's light enough, you know, especially, you know, the tips and the tails are very light, and, you know, so it moves and turns pretty darn well for, you know, 120 underfoot ski. It's pretty good. So carving performance is pretty lacking. You know, firm snow, you're literally just gonna slide and slarve through stuff. It's not gonna be super exciting, but you could do it. But the off-piste snow, soft snow performance is excellent. I did get to a point in my day, you know, I skied for 3 hours and it was all cut up by the end of about 3 hours of a day. I skied on the weekend on a Saturday on this guy. And this is a demo. I kept skiing past the point where I was enjoying the ski. Like, it's excellent when you have fresh, soft snow, you know, even in like kind of like cut up, cruddy refill conditions, it's not too bad. But once you get to a point where you want to kind of like make your turns and dig into the snow and it's not soft enough to do that anymore, this thing's definitely lacking. It definitely is nice having something that's a little skinnier, a little stronger, that will cut in and dig into that, you know, soft, kind of packed snow. This doesn't do that. It just wants to like kind of slide over the surfaces. So I skied it for about another hour. So I think I skied this for about 4 hours. 3 of it was pretty darn good. The last hour of it was, I don't know, maybe less fun, almost survival skiing. But like, I don't know, I wouldn't call it survival skiing because it still did just fine. You could still ski on all that snow. It just wasn't as much fun. I had to slow down. I had to pick my lines better. I had to, you know, you try to cut in. It doesn't really want to cut into the snow. It wants to sit on top. But 120 underfoot, it's gonna sit on top. That's what you want it to do. So great ski, especially for somebody who wants to be more center mounted. And, you know, like I tend to prefer something that's set back at like 7, 8, you know, centimeters back from center. And I didn't have any problem on this. This thing was great. I did, you know, adjust my stance a little bit more upright, you know, and ski the center of the ski a little more than the front of the ski. But like, it was a small adjustment for me, and this ski did really, really well. So if that's what you're looking for, this is a great ski, and you definitely will not be disappointed. There's probably a bunch of sales online right now. It's a great time to pick up a powder ski because people are kind of getting to the end of the year where we're looking at spring coming, and, you know, powder season's almost over. So this is Nathan, Hallway Ski Reviews. Like and subscribe below, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.